politics, trust, and the future of our world. You can adjust the language according to your preference. Choose the program that suits your needs from the playlist. Customize the subtitle position on your laptop, and adjust the video speed with the slider to suit your needs and comfort. Let's grow together through your subscribe and like on this video.
In front of the Parliament building, a large tree stands quietly. This tree has witnessed decades of political change. Beneath its branches, citizens gather to talk, reflect, and sometimes protest. Politics is not just about leaders. It reflects a global trend that affects every part of society. This trend shapes how governments operate, how citizens respond, and how nations build their future. Every day, millions of people watch political news on TV. They want to know what is true, what is false, and what the future may bring. People want to believe in their leaders. They want to feel trust. Trust is the foundation of political stability. Without trust, societies face uncertainty and fear. Understanding political reality helps us protect democracy. Inside a courtroom, a political trial is about to begin. The outcome of this trial may influence public confidence in government. Justice must never become a political trick. Law exists to protect truth, not manipulate perception. The accused leader sits quietly. He knows that public opinion can change quickly. Outside the courtroom, citizens gather. Some support him, others oppose him. Political accountability is essential. Democracy depends on fairness. When justice is transparent, trust becomes stronger. A political leader makes a trip to a remote tropical region. The climate is warm, and the people live simple lives. A government truck arrives, carrying food, water, and medical supplies. These supplies help citizens survive difficult conditions. Many citizens face economic trouble. Some are unemployed. Others struggle to support their families. The leader listens carefully. He understands their needs. Political leadership requires responsibility. Leaders must serve the people. At a national university, students gather to discuss political reality. Education plays a vital role in helping citizens understand government systems. Many students worry about their future. Rising unemployment creates uncertainty and fear among young people. Some students believe political decisions are sometimes unfair. They feel opportunities are not equally distributed. A student stands and speaks. He says that political awareness is a powerful tool citizens can use to protect their future. Education is not only about knowledge. It is about preparing citizens to think critically. Students represent the future of democracy. In an industrial district, factory workers attend a labor union meeting. They discuss wages, working conditions, and political representation. Workers believe government policies must protect their rights. A factory worker speaks. He explains that workers create economic value for society. Without workers, no nation can grow. However, workers sometimes feel ignored. They want leaders who listen. They want leaders who care. Political systems must serve all citizens equally. At a voting station, citizens prepare to vote. Voting is one of the most powerful rights in a democracy. Each vote represents a citizen's voice. This voice reflects hope, concern, and expectation. Some citizens volunteer to assist elderly voters. These volunteers help ensure fair participation. Every political system depends on participation. Without participation, democracy weakens. With participation, democracy becomes stronger. Citizens must remain active and engaged. Their actions shape the future. In a large urban city, political tension becomes visible. Citizens gather to express their concerns. Some people protest peacefully. Others are afraid of political violence. History shows that when governments ignore citizens, conflict may arise. One citizen speaks about the importance of truth. He explains that democracy cannot survive without honesty. Political leaders must tell the truth, even when the truth is difficult. Citizens must also seek the truth. Truth protects democracy. Without truth, democracy becomes weak. In a television studio, Journalists prepare a political report. They carefully check information before publishing. The media plays a vital role in political transparency. Every viewer depends on accurate information. A journalist explains that the media must never manipulate facts. The media must present the correct version of events. Citizens rely on the media to understand reality. Without reliable information, citizens cannot make wise decisions. The media protects democracy by protecting the truth. In a quiet valley, citizens live far from political centers. However, political decisions still affect their lives. A government official arrives as a visitor. He listens to citizens carefully. Farmers explain their challenges. They explain how government policies affect their income and wages. Every citizen deserves political representation. Every citizen deserves respect. Political systems must protect all citizens equally. Not only the powerful, not only the wealthy, but everyone. Democracy belongs to all citizens. Throughout history, political systems have faced moments of crisis. Some crises led to peace. Others led to war. Political leaders must act carefully to prevent violence. They must warn citizens about danger and provide protection. A responsible government does not hide threats. It provides a clear warning to protect its people. Citizens carefully watch political events. They want stability, safety, and peace. When governments fail to protect citizens, people become afraid. Fear weakens democracy. Protection strengthens democracy. Political stability depends on trust between citizens and leaders. Today, politics exists not only in physical space but also in digital space. The internet connects the entire world. Citizens share political ideas through the web and every political website. Political information travels worldwide in seconds. This creates opportunity, but also danger. False information spreads quickly. Citizens must think critically. They must verify information. They must protect democracy. Technology gives power to citizens, but citizens must use this power wisely. The future of democracy depends on the youth. Every young citizen carries responsibility. They must learn political values. They must understand the truth. They must protect democracy. Some citizens feel worried about political instability. They worry about corruption and injustice. However, democracy survives when citizens remain active. Every vote has worth. Every voice has power. Every citizen can shape the future. Political change begins with citizens. Political change begins with courage. Political change begins with you. Political systems often reflect economic reality. In many nations, the gap between the wealthy and the poor continues to grow. Wealth creates influence. Influence creates power. Power shapes political decisions. However, democracy must not belong only to the wealthy. Political equality means every citizen matters. When economic inequality becomes too extreme, society becomes weak. Institutions suffer from internal weakness. Leaders must create fair economic opportunity. Economic stability is not only about money. It is about dignity. It is about justice. It is about human rights. Political responsibility means building a system where opportunity exists for everyone. Political leaders must take responsibility for their actions. When leaders make mistakes, they must admit when they are wrong. If corruption spreads, democracy becomes worse. If injustice continues, it becomes the worst crisis a nation can face. Political violence often begins with careless words. Words can become emotional weapons. Leaders must choose their words carefully. Citizens must remain calm. Political disagreement is normal. Political hatred is dangerous. Democracy requires maturity. Democracy requires discipline. Democracy requires respect. Democracy is not built in a single year. It requires long-term commitment. Citizens must learn, reflect, and improve political systems continuously. Journalists write articles to inform society. A responsible writer understands the power of political writing. Information shapes public opinion. Public opinion shapes policy. Every citizen lives in a political zone of responsibility. Some citizens live in conflict zones. Others live in peaceful communities. But all citizens share one world. Political progress depends on participation. Democracy is not perfect, but democracy gives citizens the power to improve it. The future of politics does not belong to one leader. It belongs to the people. It belongs to the voters. It belongs to the youth. It belongs to you. Democracy is not guaranteed. It must be protected. It must be respected. It must be renewed every generation. Politics is not only about power. It is about people. It is about responsibility. It is about building a future where justice, truth, and equality stand strong. The story of democracy continues, and its next chapter begins with you.